We can all agree that Johnny Depp has been on the news for a lot of different reasons lately, and in one of his latest appearances, it was reported that he is actually looking at a new lawsuit from several years ago this month. However, being the hero that he is, the actor has managed to flip the script completely, and you won't believe how he managed to save the day. So, what exactly is this big move Johnny made that has the entire internet in a chokehold? It's been just over a month since Johnny Depp emerged as the winner of the highly publicized 6-week-long trial between him and his estranged wife Amber Heard. And then a couple of days ago, the actor appeared in the headlines for a completely unexpected reason. Specifically, an old case against Johnny Depp from several years ago was opened back up, and it wasn't looking too pretty for the actor. But there's a huge new update on the case, and you probably won't be able to close your mouth when you're done with this video. Well, according to reports, Johnny has actually made some major headway with the case, as the news have been revealing that the actor is now literally off the hook. How was he able to achieve this, you ask? Well, let's go back to the details of the case from the beginning. Per reports from a couple of days ago, Johnny was actually expected to get back into court this month concerning a case that was brought forward by Greg "Rocky" Brooks, alleging that the actor hit him twice in the side after Brooks advised him that the production would have to stop filming for the day. Brooks also alleges that Depp screamed at him, used obscenities, and offered to pay Brooks $100,000 to punch him back. He allegedly continued to scream and berate him in front of a set full of people until Depp's own bodyguards physically removed Depp from the scene. When Brooks returned to work a few days later, he said a producer asked him to sign a document promising he would not sue. Brooks declined and claimed he was fired. He then sued for assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and negligence and damages. He said it had been difficult for him to find work since word of the incident got around. And then his lawyer Pat Harris told Variety, "We obviously recognize that in the hierarchy of Hollywood, Johnny Depp is on top and the location managers are somewhere mid-level or toward the bottom. In any confrontation between the two of them, no matter who started it, no matter who's responsible, Johnny Depp is going to come out on top and our guy is going to come out damaged." Shortly after the first suit was brought forward initially, Depp was expected to testify that he did not hit Brooks, but rather confronted him verbally after he saw Brooks acting belligerent toward a woman on set. At the time, Depp's attorneys also argued in pre-trial briefs that there was no evidence suggesting that Depp had any hand in preventing Brooks from getting work. In his rebuttal to the claims made by Depp's lawyers, Harris alleged that Depp had been lying and that Brooks never berated anyone on set. However, contrary to the tale that Harris was claiming, according to Brooks's deposition testimony following the incident, he stated that he and Depp actually hugged it out and took a photo together. And now that it all came back up, Depp and his team have just put out that fire, as reports are claiming that the parties have settled out of court. And although the details of the settlement weren't exactly revealed to the public, it seemed a little strange to some people because of the type of onslaught that could follow this type of situation. A legal professional recently jumped on the case to talk about the fact that Depp agreeing to settle doesn't necessarily imply that he has taken liability for everything that was claimed initially. According to Daniel J. Shen-Smith, who is also commonly known as the Black Belt Barrister on YouTube, Depp's acceptance to the settlement terms could be based on a number of reasons, one of which could be to avoid the cost that would be incurred if they went to trial. And considering that he just got out of a 6-week-long battle with his ex-wife, the odds of him actually wanting to go back for any reason are probably next to nothing. Wouldn't you agree? Well, regardless, all of this had several fans talking on social media. One user addressed the points raised by the expert, saying, "Anyone with any common sense knows there are many reasons for settling. It's recommended in a lot of situations and best outcome priorities. Twisters of facts will twist themselves into knots until they can't untie themselves, though." Another user came with a completely new perspective, saying, "Had Depp gone to trial and won, they would still say he's guilty. They are still shilling for Heard. Despite millions of us watching her guilt unfold live during the trial and having been found a malicious liar by a jury, we may not know exactly what the terms of the settlement are right now, but the fact that the whole thing was handled tells you that the opposition probably knew they were going to lose, especially considering that there were a plethora of witnesses that corroborate Depp's story. Still, tell us what you think their settlement was based on.